PSG edge Arsenal in heartbreaking shootout to retain Champions League crown. Gabriel's miss hands Parisians back-to-back European glory. Paris Saint-Germain etched the names deeper into European football history after defeating Arsenal 4-3 on penalties following a tense 1-1 draw after extra time in a dramatic UEFA Champions League final at the iconic Puskás Arena. In a contest filled with tension, controversy, and breathtaking moments, it was heartbreak for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal and jubilation for Luis Enrique's PSG, who became the first club since Real Madrid's legendary 2016-2018 run to successfully defend the Champions League title. The Gunners got off to a dream start just 6 minutes into the match. Kai Havertz, making history as only the second player to start a Champions League final for two different English clubs, burst through on goal and unleashed a thunderous finish into the roof of the net to put Arsenal ahead. Despite trailing, PSG remained composed and gradually took control of possession. Arsenal's resilient defense frustrated the French champions for long periods, but the breakthrough finally arrived just after the hour mark. Kvaratskhelia clever movement drew a rash challenge inside the penalty area, and Ousmane Dembélé coolly converted from the spot to level the contest at 1-1. As the game entered its final stages, both sides pushed desperately for a winner. Kvaratskhelia struck the post after a dazzling solo run, while Bradley Barcola wasted two golden opportunities to seal victory for PSG. Arsenal also felt aggrieved after Noni Madueke's penalty appeals were waved away during extra time, but neither side could find the decisive goal. The final would ultimately be settled by the cruel lottery of penalties. Gonçalo Ramos opened confidently for PSG before Victor Gyökeres responded for Arsenal. Desire Du kept PSG ahead before Eberechies missed his spot kick, handing the advantage to the French giants. David Raya briefly revived Arsenal's hopes by saving Nuno Mendes' penalty, but after successful strikes from Declan Rice, Achraf Hakimi, Gabriel Martinelli, and Beraldo, the pressure fell on Gabriel Magalhaes. With Arsenal's fate resting on his shoulders, the Brazilian defender blasted his penalty high over the crossbar, sparking wild celebrations among the PSG faithful as the reigning champions successfully defended the European crown. PSG's historic achievement. The victory capped another remarkable season for PSG. Luis Enrique maintained his perfect record in Champions League finals, winning all 3 appearances as a manager. The Parisians also became the first team in recent years to secure consecutive domestic league titles and Champions League trophies. Even more impressively, PSG matched Barcelona's record of 45 goals scored in a single Champions League campaign, underlining their attacking brilliance throughout the season. For Arsenal, the wait for a first-ever Champions League title continues. Despite boasting one of Europe's stingiest defenses and taking an early lead, the Gunners once again fell agonizingly short on the biggest stage of club football. Conclusion: football often delivers moments of ecstasy and agony in equal measure, and the 2026 Champions League final provided both. Arsenal fought bravely and stood on the brink of history, but when the pressure reached its peak, PSG showed the mentality of true champions. As fireworks illuminated Budapest's night sky, Luis Enrique's men celebrated another historic triumph, while Arsenal were left to wonder what might have been. For PSG, a dynasty is emerging. For Arsenal, the quest for European glory must continue. For more updates on world football and trending soccer stories, subscribe to Avuncular's production and Avuncular Movies on YouTube, follow at Avuncular24 on TikTok, and connect with Avuncular on Facebook. I remain your host and sports presenter, Akegbulu David, reporting for Avuncular's services.